Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, I pray you guys are having a great night. Peace, peace, and blessings be to all. I pray that Nsambi Mpungo has you guys doing great. Here we go from the book of Palo Mayombe, the Garden of Blood and Bones, the Fundamento and its secrets. So the Fundamento and its secrets. Let's all remember that these are books written by particular people, and everything that we read are not 100% set in stone. And so we cannot read everything and understand everything and take everything as it's set in stone. Like, this is the way this is. This is just a book. So let's go on and let's read the Fundamento and its secrets. The Mpungo represents the non-corporeal extension of Sambi in the world. Mpungo is the spirit that initiates qualities in the world of manifestation. It is here we find the idea of the Nkisi, which is the manifestation of a power caught in a specific time and moment, ruled by specific variables that generate its unique nature. Nkisi can therefore be taken to represent the plethora of spiritual potencies created and made manifest by a variety of impungos and powers in the world. In Palo Mayombe, this distinction is not subject to rigor, as often the differences are intuitively understood. For instance, Nkisi, the power of the thunder and lightning, is both Mpungo and also the name of an Nkisi. Nkisi, a cosmic potential, is Mpungo, but manifests in the form of the spirit vessel. It is Nkisi. When Nkisi is manifested, it gains a unique name. This can, for instance, be Nkisi Malongo Vensegeja, referring to a manifested quality of the Mpungo Nkisi, hence Nkisi. In most cases, when a palero speaks of his sarabanda or his mamachola, it is in reference to the Nkisi, but this implies, of course, the Mpungo, or rather set of Mpungos it takes its unique quality from. This distinction is important to realize, as it is here that we find the metaphysical implication herein in Palo Mayombe. Given Palo Mayombe's practical and personal nature, these aspects are often ignored in favor of the importance of the spirit bond itself. I do, however, believe it is important to realize these distinctions, as it contributes to a greater understanding of the traditional premises found at the core of the cult. Palo Mayombe is about making earth and death come alive. It is necromantic sorcery at its most refined. The resurrected dead are commonly resurrected within a divine setting, being subject to the creative power of Nsambi in man within Mpungo. The Mpungo represents a spiritual reality, the natural truth behind the idea of the Nkisi. Mpungos are the powers that move the world in conformity with creative choices and actions. The result of these actions and choices manifest in guided gathering of items of the world of matter that, upon being infused with life and breath, will manifest a distinct idea born from the possibilities held by Nsambi. Some people have seen it opportune it I'm sorry. Some people have seen opportune to simply take this technology and apply it in modern system of cults and magic. I would here advocate caution. Palo Mayombe is per se a religion, even if I tend to see it more in terms of a cult. With this I have in mind its unique focus and religious arboretum, which sets it somehow apart from the contemporary social idea of a religion. Because of this, an even greater care should be displayed in the way one seeks to borrow from this sacred province. Often modern occults actors seek to incorporate potent religious strategies in a personal occult system. However, Palo Mayombe is not a personal cult, and its sacred province of law is not subjective, but a divine modality teaching how to bringing divine life into unique representations of divine possibilities within given parameters. As I see it, If one is not true to the core of the tradition and simply robs part from it, one is being unfaithful to the tradition. If one makes dishonest claims, they will automatically be repelled by the guardians of the cult. A truthful approach rests in understanding the cult or religion which one is borrowing from, and thus realizing that what one is doing is other and different. And I'll read that again. And thus realizing that one is doing is other and different. This is all rooted in respect, a sense of sacrifice and honor. Borrowing and exchange occurs when cultures meet and people meet, but mutual understanding, or at least an attempt to such, must be foundation of this. Here we find a difference between synthesis and syncretism, the former being motivated by a natural sympathy that generates a wider horizon of agreement, while syncretism, on the other hand, is more a reflex of unicritical wishes imposed upon the subject matter. This is important to keep in mind as we now turn our attention towards the Nkisi manifested as an Nganga. The Nganga is also known as prenda, which means price, precious, or jewel, and also fundamento, a foundation. It is the unique material representation of cosmic and terrestrial powers adorning the resurrected dead, the Nkisi. From the perspective of a palero, the idea encapsulated in a vision of the Nganga is to give birth to an Nkisi. This Nkisi is always unique and is given a name and signature symbolized by the firma, which makes part of the initiate secret between the Tata and his Nganga. Only that Nganga knows the name and sign of his Nkisi, and as such is the only one who can control it. By the intimate token of trust represented by the true name, this idea is quite similar to the importance of knowing the true name of spirits in the Solomonic tradition and the true name of the God in Judaic mysticism. This same idea is also found in the Brazilian Kimbanda, where the title of the spirit are just this, titles, while the name, the proper, is a matter of trust and dedication that is only revealed over time. The Nganga can come in a great variety of form. The form most well known are those utilizing terracotta or iron cardrones, with a skull in the center and circled by sticks. Others are given inside wooden figures of what is properly a chichiriku in the original sense. The Nganga can also be given in a form of makuto, or talismanic object made from fur or leather, as an empaka, a horn, inside a human cranium, alone resting on a bed of earth inside dry sticks wrapped in cords and fur, and even as small cauldrons containing all the items pulverized, so it is impossible to differentiate the secrets of the Nganga. The Nganga is composed of many levels, all of them carry deep meanings and direct power. The cauldron itself, circular and solid, defines the world, womb of the Nkisi. At times, a chain is placed around the cauldron, which is interpreted in several different ways, but should be both a token of security, the soul of the Nkisi, as well as being a memory of from whence it came, the slave forged in chains. The various metals used in the construction of the Nganga are both a memory of the metallurgic heritage amongst the people of the Upper Congo, such as the Akan, as well as being sacred representation of the power of the Mpungo as they manifest in stars and planets. The machetes are added to remind us of the violence that it entwined in its history, to literally give the Nganga tools to defend itself and its owner with, and also to bring stability. The various forms of earths, liquids, are representative of a movement in nature or a social organization. Nothing is accidental. If you want the Nganga to have healing power, you will include dirt from several hospitals, a doctor's clinic, and whatever resonates along this chain of sympathy and replicates the primal principle or point being worked. And salam alaikum, alaikum salam, que samba la kutara. Like I said, I'm just reading from the book of Palo Mayombe, The Garden of Blood and Bones. Please give it a thumbs up. All that I'm reading is from a book. Like I said, nothing that I have said or read is 100% concurrent, and it's set in stone. You will have to do your own research, speak to your elders. Have yourself a great night. Peace. Most High bless.